Chapter 11. The next morning, as we marched by, I could see Erica scanning the crowd. I had made sure that I was on the side nearest her, and then her eyes lit on me. And that is the picture of little Erica I will always remember. She continued to play, but her face broke out into a smile, and as I marched past, also smiling, she played a few extra notes just for me. Then she saw Father, and I saw the tears spill from her eyes. She never stopped playing, but in her eyes there was hope now instead of emptiness and death. That was when I knew for certain that Mother was dead. Had Mother been alive, Erica would not have let herself sink into such despair. She must have believed she was the only one left of us left. I wondered where she was staying and how I could get to see her. The train rattles on. It is dead of night now and cold. I think of the next picture. I don't want to think about it, but I must. It is the worst thing I have ever seen. Beyond nightmare, beyond belief. It is of bodies burning in pits because the crematoria weren't eliminating the bodies as quickly as the Nazis were gassing them. So they threw them into huge pits. I'd been slaving at the factory for about a week when a new worker was added to my group. It was Adam, a boy from our youth group in Lodz. I was delighted to see him. He was a big fellow, a Polish Jew who spoke Yiddish. On our lunch break, he motioned me over to him, and we sat slightly away from the others, our backs against a stack of wood. He spoke in a low voice. Don't give up, Daniel. The Russians are close, and there's a resistance here. I'm part of it. I think you should be too. In fact, there's something very important that needs doing, and I think you're just the right person for the job. Whatever it is, I'll do it, I declared. Anything is better than sitting here like a helpless rabbit. Right, he said. I'll see what can be done. The next day he told me more. Hundreds of thousands of Hungarian Jews are being transported here, all to be gassed. Already some in the resistance have smuggled out people and a couple of photos to the outside. But we need more evidence. We must convince them that with a few bombs, the gas chambers could be destroyed. And the Germans can't kill us at this rate. I'm told it's almost 25,000 a day without the gas chambers. There are a ton of cameras in Canada. The storehouse complex was called Canada because it was bountiful and full of good things, just like the country the prisoners had named it after. I've told my contacts about your camera in the ghetto, how you took pictures all the years without getting caught. They want you to take some pictures of the gas chambers if we can manage it. Otherwise, of the fire pits where they're burning the bodies. A chill ran through me. I realized at once how dangerous this would be, and if something happened to me, who would look after Father? I like to think about it, I replied. Not for too long, Adam cautioned. We'll have to do lots of planning. Once back in the barracks, I had to try to decide whether to tell Father or not. We were able to sneak a look at Erica twice a day then, and that morning Father had gotten away with tossing her a small ration of bread, first making sure the guard wasn't looking. I knew he wouldn't want me to take any chances. Still, I felt I owed it to him to tell him, in case I didn't come back from the mission. There was no privacy in the barracks, nowhere even to crouch, so we squatted just outside the building. There's a resistance movement here, I told him, and they know I'm a photographer. They want me to take some pictures. They'll smuggle them out in the hope they can convince the Allies that mass murders are actually taking place. For a moment, he didn't reply. When he did, his response shocked me. You must do it, Daniel, if you want to. We are all just waiting to be sent to the gas chambers. They'll kill us one way or another. Maybe you can help stop it. I'll try, but you must let me help. I've got some contacts. I can make things in the factory and exchange them for things you could find useful, like a case to conceal the camera, and an ID that would show you how to be a laborer who works in the Canada complex, or a capo, someone who might legitimately have to be where you're going, maybe even a new uniform. The next day I told Adam I'd do it. The first thing they had to figure out was how to get me out of the work detail so I could be where I had to be. For a week I heard nothing from them. Then one day Adam sat me down and explained the plan. We'll do it on one of your days off, he explained. We were given one day off every 2 weeks. On that day, a capo from the barracks being built will ask for you and your father and about 10 others to come on a work detail. The pits for burning bodies are through the woods parallel to the new barracks. You'll be given the camera at the barracks. You and 3 others will be ordered to carry some supplies from the building site to the pits. The SS guards at the pits will be told you're delivering it to help the burning. Somehow you'll have to take your pictures. Then you'll be marched to Canada because we want to get some pictures there of the mountains of goods.